You can use this graphic novel and curriculum interactive question triggers with your English class to expand what it was to have cultural influences in literature written by a PhD who is a Métis and very aware of some of the cultural struggles discussed in this award-winning book, The Outside Circle. Or you can use it in a history class to flesh out a culture that is rarely heard from in the way that it should be, but has impacted history, the indigenous people. And students love to get involved in this particular novel. And with this curriculum, they get tips to include the novel in their own lives as well. It's an important graphic novel, and students learn about the consequences of choices through a much-loved, award-winning story. It's about two Aboriginal brothers steeped in poverty, drug abuse, and gang violence. Students will discuss how Indigenous teens try to overcome centuries of historic trauma in unique ways. It's based on statistics, but it's written in fiction style. It uses triggers in this resource to discuss with students how to bring about healthy lifestyles for themselves, and they'll discuss wider problems of culture inequity by examining vital limitations experienced by Pete, the young Aboriginal man caught in gang violence. They'll discuss issues of family and friends through Pete's devotion to helping his younger brother Joey when his mom, a heroin addict, gave him over by force. They'll discuss the consequences of choices related to Pete and his mother's boyfriend Dennis, who fought with Pete and was killed by him, sending Pete to jail. They'll consider growth as Pete severs ties to the gang after a jail brawl shows him the negative impact he had on Joey. They'll look at rehabilitation through traditional Aboriginal healing stories and ceremonies and a culture's change from destructive to powerful, courageous, and life-giving. You will find this curriculum and these triggers for conversations some of the most vital conversations students will have in your class. They'll be organized under topics such as brain-based triggers, reconciliation triggers, diversity triggers, peaceful solutions triggers, choices and what that means triggers, leading by example, opposing views, learning to disagree with the kind of tone that builds goodwill with those who differ, and finally, growth mindset ideas. The students will plot the diagram in fun ways with a team member. They'll build their own talking stick basics to make sure people speak up and feel heard. They'll have opportunities to answer either singly or in pairs 50 triggers as discussion triggers. These can be done in teams, they can be done in whole group sessions, but there are answer keys for all 50 of these. You will find also opportunities to access other materials of mine connected to pretty much any topic you teach, but giving a very brain-based interactive curriculum, even to grammar, so that students get involved, get engaged, use their multiple intelligences, come up with their own ideas, and do it in a very non-traditional way. You will find original texts in my materials that can be accessed easily. You'll also find the terms of use, how you can use it for personal use, your classroom, your students. You can copy for your class, but if another teacher wants it, it's asked through copyright with TPT that you send them to the site, and the site is listed here. Please do contact me. Let me know how else I can support you. If you like these materials, please give it a favorable 4 out of 4 rating. But if you have any issue or any problem or question, hit the question tab to the right of the rating tab, and I'll be glad to help you in any way possible to answer your questions, find out what you need and get it for you, or in any way support your students. You and your students deserve the best. Enjoy.